Nőtt feló mindenkinek. Újra itt a Marvel Midnight Suns. Folytatjuk a történetet. Legutóbb nem is tudom már, hogy hol hagytuk abba egyébként. Ja igen, legyőztük ugye Venomot, kicsit tovább is jutottunk, de még új karaktert egyébként nem is kaptunk. Úgyhogy remélem, hogy most már a folytatásban akkor kapunk valami, mondjuk pókembert már megkaphatnánk, hogyha már belerakták egyszer. Úgyhogy csapjunk is a lovak közé szerintem. Na! Folytatjuk. Future Soldier Owned. Future Supreme. Oh. Amerika kapitány. Zöldbe. De ezt mire felkaptuk meg? Suits. Aha. Captain of the Guard. Spirit of Vengeance. That Night. De ezeket meg kellett volna adni a Editionhöz, nem? Szerintem igen. Okay. Promókód. Aha, jó. Nekünk most olyan nincsen. Continue.
Let me see. How did this work again?
Ezt mondta Nikos message. Ja igen, Nikó írt nekünk, hogy nincs kedvünk talizni. Ez micsoda? Műszerkeverék? Check Superlink, bocsánat. Just now. Ja, hogy hív minket, hogy logjunk velük együtt. Choose another conversation. Oh, várjál. Ja igen, már kopogott is egyből, hogy na mi újság van. A csöcs.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Találkozzunk Nikóval a Command Roomba.
These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood. Something tells me...
Csatlakozunk, lógunk velük együtt.
Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Watching movie. Ja, és akkor gondolom, hogy tudjuk ápolni az úgymond barátságokat.
I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Szörnyű.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Sajnálom, én nem
Did not
tudtam.
realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it.
Csak közben itt lesem a streamet is, hogy
Superhero salary?
minden faszán működik-e.
I'm kidding. We don't
Elvileg
get
igen.
this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again? So, what did you think of the movie?
Mi gondolunk a filmről?
Understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void.
Ez hogy ő nem halott volt, de igazából csak mélyen aludt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
Nem
I
kéne.
should get going.
Good timing. Looks like caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see
Nikó az nagyon velünk össze akarna jönni. Na,
Looks like you're
kertékerrel
finding a
is
way around.
beszélgessünk.
Maybe making some new friends.
Finomat.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What?
Hát nem lesz velünk. Ja, igen, mert ő genyó lesz tán.
So,
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha's power. How could she be gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but
Agatha was killed.
yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no...
Valami pluszot kaptunk, csak nem tudom, hogy mit. Hihihi.
I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
No balance, the rank followed per light or dark. Tehát igazából elválhat az is, hogy gonoszak leszünk. Oké. És hova oda érek? Bibibi. Ez az Agatának a izéje, sírja.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
Oh, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely...
Tehát akkor Agatha mégse halt volna meg.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
Hogy több ezer évig él, akkor megtanul egyes mást.
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Follow Agatha. Kövessük Agathát. Fogadjuk, hogy behúz a csőbe amúgy. Tuti. Touch.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Whoa.
Triumph Elder Gods. Ostúr, vagy Ostúr? Tehát van egy ilyen, ugye, ősi isteneknek az ilyen, hát ilyen kihívásai. Hát nézzük. És akkor itt most egyedül leszek?
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess.
Aha, gondolom egyedül leszek most.
Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I shall.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
Aha. Elcombosodott a Charlie.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Akkor ketten leszünk, mégse leszek egyedül. Aha. Szia Martin, hello, szia. Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter. Hát oké.
Goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least
Quick
her.
slash. KO.
Too weak for this fight.
Aha, most már leszek. Ezt is KO-ra verte. Jó, kettőt egy csapásra.
Mother abandons.
Mi ez itt, Marti? Hogy telik az este? Jönnek ők. Ajha. Ó, jól rámennek csórikámra.
Our result.
KO-ra verte.
Compared to
Wow.
our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Revive. Várj, slash-jelni kell előbb. Ismételten kettőt egyszerre.
Feel my call. At your chest. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Revive? Mert mindig nincsen revive-om.
The light will heal you.
Mi mutat fel hírei plusz 48-al?
Power of the light.
Szerintem, aha. Van revive. Most jön ő.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled her after the goddess herself.
Now that
Á, jó ez a Charlie is egyébként. Jónak nézem.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You
Good
can
girl,
sleep
Charlie.
But don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
És akkor gondolom ezekbe a triálokba, hogyha ezeket végigcsinálom, akkor fejlődik majd a karakterem. Cardplay Refunded. Victory. Hunter. Hát nagyon jó. Kaptunk egy képregényt. Most nem találod az MK1-et, oda, aztán most felbontották egy kőbánya egy helyet. Most egyelőre én letöröltem az MK1-et, majd hogyha új karakter kijön, akkor újra felrakom. Vagy Monsieur. Vagy sejem.
this looks like
Word power. Aha, szóval valami
This place. But
kaput
it's
kéne ezzel kinyitni?
And I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Open the gate by... No. Rick. Most mi van? Ah.
The goddess disagrees. The goddess must be busy.
Word of power. Na, azért.
Blessings of the goddess.
Értem, már megértem, hogy a kontrollerrel van valami szar. Arcane case available. Open. Mégse? Nincs ilyen kulcsom? Agatha Shrine... Nem, Agatha Harkness. De, a WandaVisionben van. Igen. De ezért is gondolom, hogy szerintem ő genyó lesz itt. Bár elvileg lesz külön sorozata, szóval...
It's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it.
Úgyhogy nem tudom.
It's hard to believe.
Szerintem ő se tudja eldönteni, hogy most a jó fiúk közé tartozik-e, vagy a rosszak közé.
Of course,
Majd csak kiderül.
that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night?
Még nem jössz és meglátogatsz holnap este a...
Let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Mondom, hogy itt lesz szarkavarás még. Jöttek a mai napon az Agatha sorozatról képek, igen? Nem tudom, mondjuk engem annyira nem vonz, hogy őszinte legyek. Hunter's Closet. Room upgrades. Ma ilyen is. Tudjuk fejleszteni itt a izét. Oké, legyen egy tükrünk is. Zseniális. Ennyi. Ebbe át is öltöztünk szuperhős ruhába. Na, hát kibaszott szuperhősök vagyunk. Objectives.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you.
Aha.
Strange out.
Kell egy ilyen arcane kulcs. De várj, de Strange Doki hol a picsába? Ezek vagyunk mi. Azt mondja, aha, itt jobbra. Jó, ott vannak a legvégén. Nem tudom, engem az Agatha-sorozat annyira nem vonz. Szinte semennyire se. A csöcs.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful...
Ez az, amit a hidráton megszereztünk, valami tudsz.
If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and
Mi
decide.
most a jó oldalt fogjuk választani, mert mint hogy
As I said, I'm sure it can
Hunterre inkább a jó oldal felé kacsingasson.
Tony to
Ne az legyen, hogy olyan legyen, mint Lilith.
his discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
Na, valamit összekovácsolunk megint.
What have you brought me today? I'm always in a few places at once.
Nézzük meg, hogy mit rejt belőle.
By the horror
yeah?
hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the sanctum for years.
Említi, örökkévalóság tőre, az volt benne, és erre nem számított.
These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Aha, akkor ez egy újfajta fegyónk lesz.
Interesting.
Ez elég OG-nak néz ki, de gondolom jó zombi lesz. Superiority candy, complete but current power for rewards like room upgrades, combat items and hero outfits. Oké, és
Ah, yes.
nyitsák el a
I
kutatást.
thought you would choose that one.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Analyzing.
No, Tony Stark is csinál nekünk valami.
Take your pick, Hunter.
Dark
Pretty sure
Hill.
Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway.
Analyze to full health. Care takes 18 damage. Aha, szóval ez a Dark Hill az azt jelenti, hogy tőlünk elvesz gondolom energy-t, viszont a szövetségeseinket felhíleli. Rémen. Okay. Szerintem most jók vagyunk.
Happy to help, Hunter.
Equipping abilities. Tip, heal, scan, igen. Opened. Na, most tudunk akkor ilyen képességeket hozzáadni. Elég sokára amúgy. Check. Aha, 2 slash van, egy vip. Quick slash az elég combos. 8-as ez is. Heal, dark heal, jó. Oké, jó. Fingom nincsen egyébként. El tudjuk adni, vagy micsoda? Aha. Ezt hol... Na. Lett új gatyánk. Hát, zseniális.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Mit, Robi? De most...
You moving into... You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days.
Furcsa volt nekem ez.
3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
He allows you to call him Sparky?
Well, yeah. He knows it's coming from a good place. He's really impressive, Hunter. I can't wait for the two of you to meet. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Aha. Spar with Ghost Rider. Oh, new hero available. Aha, szóval akkor most már Ghost Rider is velünk lesz?
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost.
Great abilities.
Back again.
Na. Hunter tudjuk fejleszteni. Csak a heal tudjuk.
Tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
Sparring, ez nem tudom micsoda. Ez a begin sparring. Ja, tudjunk egymással...
Report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Na végre. De megint. Olyan, mint hogyha takadna izé.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Fine,
There's
Liliana.
more I can tell you.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
Oké. Liliánához kell oda menni. De várjál, ott nincs is. Ugye ott szokott lenni. Fáj, Lilián. Ghost Rider. Robbie Reyes. Find Liliana. Na de őt hol fogom megtalálni? A kérdés mi? Jaj, itt nyomtam be.
Must not be her purse.
Elég érek hozzá.
The gods are fickle.
Got a crazy world you woke up
It is indeed, Daywalker.
in that.
That bomb was clear.
Yeah,
Kicsit elnyomkodom ezeket a szövegeket.
she just saves me. Smart.
And do you...
Yeah.
Kurva sokat pofáznak.
My apologies.
And if I.
Of course it is not.
Yeah. And
Beszélgetnek kb. Az semmiről. De ez most mit csinál? Megőrülök. Hát megőrülök. Most mi a tököm van? Nem is nyomom a gombot, bazd meg. Áj! Fasz van már ezzel. Vagy nagyon nem kóser. Find Magic. Ezt a sző hol van?
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there
Magic.
was some pretty
Magic.
crazy
Jó.
energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Find Iliana with books. Ja.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda.
Wanda ez a...
Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one
Toma.
thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny, you sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Megmentjük mindenféleképpen.
I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ilyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Dr. Captain Marvel in the War Room. Na, most már lehet valami mission. Ugye már valami, mert megbolondulok teljesen. Numa.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate? Hey, you.
Tényleg mission. Túl sok minden, nem tudok választani. Stop. Hidrás helikoptert kell. Kertecskén leszünk csak. És Ghost Rider-rel mikor tudok lenni? Hát jó. Gyúrjuk le akkor. Haha! És nem tudom lecserélni? Hát oké. Na. De nem lovas is velünk lesz. Menőbe.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
Ja, bocsánat.
Good to see you, Hunter.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon.
Remélem, hogy csak ilyen katonák jönnek ellenünk, mert így... Habár mondjuk eddig is 3-an voltunk. Delay helikopter. Bonus mission. Oh. Oké. Na nézzük, mit tud szellemlovas. Lovas.
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again. Oh, that's just lovely.
Ja, pont a nagy darabot támadtam be vele.
I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Drain soul. Szívjuk le a lelkét. Annak is leszívjuk a lelkét.
That was something.
Még fel is töltődök? Oké. X-slash. A nagy darab csulit kéne minél hamarabb leverni.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Hát most ők jönnek.
I will not be so easily defeated.
Jó. Hunter is kap egy kicsit.
Suffer for that.
Legyengített a rohadék.
It's your time.
Oha. Overloaded.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The gamma disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus.
Ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Ghost Rider-re takarodunk ide, mondjuk.
Keep your eyes open.
Szájba térdeltük. És mi mindig nem halt bele? Megint ők jönnek. Elrabbantott a saját magát, hogy gyökér. Ja. Marvel kapitánynak van ilyen pajzsa. Okay.
I must have angered them.
És még jönnek pluszba, bazd meg. Juhuhu.
I've got your back.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Oké, de hogy tudom, meg tudom támadni? Várja, bazdmeg, mert a izét. Ide átjöttünk. Terveljük. Oké. Weak point. Kell 23-at. De úgy menj... Aha, most már sebezhető. Most már akkor tudjuk, ajajajaj, viszont parolálom olyan. Sebezhetőek lettünk. Sokan vannak, basszus, ki vannak nyírni. Overloaded. Skills gauges come with advantage.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow, these mere mortals dare to stand against the gods. All is possible with Mother!
Elmennünk esisé 2-be. Van egy free revive-unk. Buzi majd felrobbantja magát szépen. Hát miért nem tudom lecsapni, nem áll. Drop with an increased change to enemies for 2 turns. Level up. Okay, photo beam. Na, 63-at már kapott is. Itt is kúrtuk? Jó, a helikoptert is megállítottuk.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you. Oh, shut up.
Az a baj, hogy most ők jönnek. Ugyan. Az idióta kinyírta a havert is. Még jó, hogy van egy shieldem. K.O. bazd meg.
For years, I was considered a crazed zealot in the Hydra cabal, obsessed with the old race. But then we detected the convergence of the midnight sun.
Tell me. Actually, please do not.
I return for the guilty.
Nem tudom, mi az a Hellmouth. Ezt is látta. Alright. Style-ot érdelte.
Which arm are you guys again? Arm D, B team, third string?
Ez mire jó? Create a drop. Target. Nem áll. Még egy mozdulat kellene. Target location. Begin to drop. És akkor ide, hogyha ide akar jönni, akkor a pendáré van.
Just what I need.
És akkor most ők jönnek.
I'm not done. Just need a break.
Cow. Brain soul. Leszappantottuk a lelküket. Ez nem tudom, mit jelent Taunted. Csak úgy jelennek a szarnak. Haha! Overkill. Defeat all enemies.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before...
Szerelmlovas elég menően néz ki amúgy.
Stay sharp.
Hunter már lát valamit? Az izé lesz. Farfog. Számítunk rá. Az mint egy karfog lett volna. Nagyon srácok, innen folytköp. Most ez ilyen rövid stream lett. Aztán a héten már jobban be fogunk indulni, még a mai nap volt még egy ilyen nagyon húzós. Úgyhogy majd szerintem holnap folytatjuk a Dead Space-szel, azzal is kéne végiggyúrni, és akkor a hétvégig pedig akkor még jövök pedig egy jó pár játékkal, aztán jövő héttől pedig elindul egy új videósorozat majd itt a csatornán. Addig is majd. Ha tetszett a videó, akkor dobjatok egy lájkot, és a szokásos iratkozzatok fel. Sziasztok!